Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly and welcome back to the second part of my tutorial. And so last time we worked on the base construction of the album and the page layouts, and today we're going to embellish the album, and I'm going to finish with the inside covers and the outside decorations. And I do want to say I'm sorry for the first part of the tutorial. It had a weird music throughout the whole video, and some of you that the first ones to watch the video did let me know, and I appreciate that, because when I previewed the video that wasn't there. So I don't know what happened, but if anything like that happens again, please do let me know, and I will try to fix it as soon as I can. Usually what I do after I upload a video, like for example right now, I already erased part 1 because I need space to record part 2. So I appreciate those of you who let me know, because once I erase the video off my phone, I can't edit it again. So I was able to go back and redo the editing and fix it. So yeah. So please do let me know if that ever happens again as soon as you can. Okay, so then for the embellishments for this album, since the paper does have some cute elements. Let's see here. So the paper has some cute elements to embellish, like these ones, and I think they're very pretty. It says these ingredients and believe and all that stuff. There's two actually. There's another one that I saw, this one with the nutcracker, and it says Merry Christmas. I'm sorry, but I also printed out these beautiful images, and I just printed this on the internet. I googled Christmas cards or things like that, and I was very inspired with these vintage little girls. They're so super cute. So I'm gonna be using these as well to embellish, and this is just a simple piece of paper. So I'm going to fussy cut these out, and then I'm gonna back them in some heavyweight cardstock as well. So I think I'm gonna try to do this fussy cutting off camera just to save time, but yeah. So I think this one particularly here is so sweet. So I don't know if I want to put that on the cover of the album or if I want to do something else. Let me show you here what I also have. And so then I have this. This is a metal piece that says "Eat, Drink, and Be Merry," and I love the red. So my idea was to do for this cover, let's see, I have some pretty 6x6 papers here, the ones that I like the most. Like this one, I like how it looks like these poncheras are kind of framing the center. And then, for example, let me put this here so this doesn't close all the way. I love the swans here, but I think I'm going to be using this one more in like the inside back covers. But then I also love this one here with the bird. And again, I like the white center, so I can either do something like this or embellish with a little girl. And moments like this, when I am kind of hesitating on what to do, I wish I was on a live video so you guys can tell me, but I still need to figure out how to do the live video thing. So I haven't done it, and honestly, in my house it's really hard to do a live video because I do have my 3 little girls who are most of the time very loud, and I only record like late at night. Like right now, for example, it's 10:30, I think. Yeah, the girls are in bed, and so yeah, so this is when I record my videos, and I don't think no one will probably be there if I do a live feed right now. So yeah, so I don't know what you guys think. I think I'm just gonna play around with these two options. I will either do this beautiful little girl or go for a more okay, I'm gonna think about that. But for the meantime, let's work on the inside cover here. So now for your inside cover, you can either just leave it blank and just put a, you know, a paper, but I'm going to create another layout just to maximize the amount of pictures that we can have. So I'm going to trim a new piece of cardstock. I'm gonna grab my cardstock here. I have 4 more, I think, and I'm going to cut these at 6.5. I'm sorry, 6.25. 6.25 by 6.75. Okay, and I will score 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm scoring 1/2 inch on one of the sides, on the 6.75 side actually, and I'm going to bend these and add it into the side of my right here. So I will add this one right there. So let me find my glue. I really wanted to work on my December daily. Today I'm like, it's today's day 5 and I haven't done any of my layouts, but I have been pretty good taking notes and pictures of all the things that we've been doing. We've been busy. Yesterday we finally put up our Christmas tree, and I did share with you guys a small video of how my house it's looking right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I love sharing with you guys. And then today, right after I got off of work, I came home, picked up the girls, and we went to see Coco. And oh my gosh, that movie is beautiful. It made me cry. I knew, like a lot of my friends from work that already watched the movie told me, bring your tissues. And I'm like, really? How sad can it be? Oh, it was not sad. It's sweet, right? Oh my God. I love that movie. Beautiful movie. So yeah, so we've been busy, and I am trying to document all these things, and I haven't been able to do that yet. So I'm not doing really good keeping up with my December daily yet, but I will. As soon as I'm finished with this tutorial, I'm going to get on that. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick another design here for the inside of my page. I do want the green contrast, and maybe I'll do, oh, this one's cute, and then maybe I'll do this one here, just to do on the inside. So I'm just going to trim off this the white part on the top to be able to glue this. So I have been watching, well, I watched a couple of December daily videos, and I have been so inspired. I've been following there's a couple of people, and I really don't want to mention the name because I kind of forgot. I know I've been watching I'm a Cool Mom. I love how she does her layouts. Beautiful and so simple, and she makes it look so easy. I love her style. And then also I was watching, I think her channel name is Chipley Cheek. I think it's something like that. And I also love how her style of her layouts. But also I've been watching a few others, so that's why I say I don't want to mention channel names because I know I'll forget. But yeah, I watch a few, so I have been antsy to get my December daily going. But yeah, so if you see right here, we have about a 1/2 inch that we don't have paper because my covers measure 6.5 by 7.5. So yeah, so we have room here, and I'm not too worried about it because I am going to add some kind of lace embellishment here to cover this red. You know, it's too much red going on in there. So yeah, so that's gonna be the layout on this side, just like I said, to maximize pictures. Now instead of 1, you are able to add 3. And then for the back cover, I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to do the opening on the top just to make it a little bit different. So I'm going to cut another piece, again at 6 1/4 by 6 3/4. Okay, and now we'll score 1/2 inch on the 6 3/4 side. Okay, I have the piece right here, and so this time I'm going to add the opening on the top. So I'm going to glue my flap on the top, and this layout will open up instead of sideways. So it's exactly the same technique, it's just you position it different to make your album a little bit more fun, so it makes a different layout. So again, I'm going to pick one of these pages here. I love this one, so I'm going to add one on this side, and I'm going to need 2 more, but I'm going to save this one for my cover. So let me pick something else. I think these ones are cute, so I will do this too. Okay, so I trimmed the top, the part that looks white, and I'm going to put the Let It Snow right here on this side, and then I'm going to use this one, which is exactly the same one. I'm just using the other side, and I'm just going to put that one up here on the top. So yeah. Okay, so now that I am done with all the layouts on the inside, of course I still have to decorate. Oh, I'm actually going to go ahead and cover this really quick. So I'm going to use these cut apart things in here, and I think this one will be able to fit. I'm not sure yet, but let me see. I think this one should fit here. Yes, yeah, it does. I'm just gonna trim it a little bit more on the side there. Okay, so isn't that kind of perfect how it just fits? So it says Merry Christmas, no peeking. I love that. And then I will find another. See, that was super perfect for that, but I mean for this side, yeah, I guess I could use this other one that says do not open until Christmas. And when it's a small part like that, I actually don't mind fuzzy cutting it instead of grabbing my paper cutter again. Okay, so I broke my nail, and so it's because I'm always using this, so I need to go get my nails fixed before it starts hurting. But yeah, I'm so used to, I do everything with this nail, which I shouldn't, because when I break it, it hurts. We were putting up the Christmas tree yesterday, so I was you know, putting the string on the ornaments. Some of the ornaments didn't have strings, so I was doing that, and I think that's how I broke my nail, because I could, you know what I mean, right? So okay, so then I think I'm going to use this one. I love how colorful it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover this, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm ready to do my cover. So I backed this beautiful girl image on some cardstock that I had. I have some scrap pieces. I always save my scraps, and this one has a little shimmer to it, which is it makes it a little bit fun when you move it. You probably can't see it on the video. So I think I'm gonna go with the baby girl just because, or the girl, because I found this beautiful. This is a Christmas tag that I have since last year. I didn't get to use it, but I was mainly using it for my December daily. I love how it's very glittery and it's very it's three-dimensional. It has a lot of it's just fun. It pops up. And so yeah, so I think I'm gonna use the girl. And so let me go ahead and on my paper. So you want to make sure you put your glue all around the edge, especially in the cover, because you don't want your covers to start coming out. So if you notice, this paper is a 6 by 6 and my cover here is a 6.5 by 7.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it more along the bottom here, and I'm going to have a bigger gap on the top, and I'm going to add a different embellishment up here, and then over here I'm also going to add some lace, or I don't know yet, but you know, kind of something like a lace or trim or something like that. So also I have this beautiful it's like a paper dolly, and I think it will look really cute if I overlay the girl image, because it just creates another layer, and I like when things are layered like that. So I'm going to add the paper doily here in the center. And then also I found this heart, but I don't think I'm gonna be using it because it covers, the girl covers most of it. If I was to use this image, maybe I will use the heart, but I think it's too Valentine's for my taste right now. So now I'm going to add this baby girl, and you can add some dimension to this by putting some chipboard or using some foam tape, but because my tag here already has dimension, I'm just gonna keep this one somehow flat. So again, I'm just adding some glue, and I want to add a gentle amount because, like I said, it's the cover and you don't want things falling apart. So here we go. So I always use some of my glitter because this is exactly 3 inches, which is my spine, and it helps me hold my cover flat. Okay, and then like I said, I'm going to use this Merry and Bright. Now I don't like the tag, this string, so I'm just going to use that. And then I have some these little bows. These ones I got at the dollar store, and I think I'm gonna use one of these, but before I glue anything, I want to see how it looks like. So I'm just gonna cut one of these ones out, and let's see if it's not too much red. So I could also use the green one. So let's see. Because the green one also contrasts with the rest of the paper that has green on it. But I think I'm gonna go for the red. Yeah. So I'm gonna add a little bit more glue here because this is kind of sticking up a lot. And then I will place my Merry and Bright. I could probably place it on this side. That way it doesn't cover the feet from the girl. So yeah, I'll do that. But first I'm going to pick a lace or something to cover this area. Okay, so I found some laces that I think that could go really good with this cover. So mainly I'm thinking white. This one has sparkle, so I don't think I'm going for the sparkle look. So okay, so no, this one, because the image here, it's a little bit more vintagey. So yeah. I also found some flowers here, and I totally forgot that I got these flowers especially for this project. So let me see if I can incorporate the tag and the flowers. I'm not quite sure yet. So I think I like this lace. I'm just going to cut that there. Maybe, okay, so maybe I will only use half. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm taking too long, but I do want you to see how what the process is that I go through when I do my albums. Like, you have to, you think about it. I try not to take too long and making my decisions on how I want to embellish it. But yeah, it takes some going back and forth sometimes a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to add this little lace. I really like it. And then I'm also going to add this rosette that I like it too. So I love this white rosette. I can't get enough of that. So let me add another layer of glue here on top and on the border. Okay, so let me make sure I have enough. Okay, and I'm just gonna place that along the edge. Okay, so I love this girl. I like how it's coming out. Okay, so now for the tag, I know I want to do Merry and Bright, but then I like the flower too, so I don't know if it's too much, because this one already says Merry Christmas to you, so I'm not sure. Okay, so I do want to use this cute little pearl trim to cover my gap, so I'm going to use this piece of these here. And I like this one because it already comes as a sticker, so I'm just going to, and I love these pearls. They make a big difference. It makes your project look very elegant. Okay, so I don't like how this is coming so far, but I'm not 100% on the tag. Yeah, or the flower. I think the tag. I think I'm liking the tag a little bit more. So I'm going to stick to one decision and move on. Okay, so I'm going to add Merry and Bright, and then the bow, and I think our cover is ready. And you know what I should have done is cover the back side, because now my album is not going to lay flat anymore. So maybe I should do that before I add this little bow. Okay, so let me turn this around and cover the back. I have a paper already here. Okay, because I do want to use this beautiful paper. So, and again, it's going to leave a gap. So this one, because it's the back, I'm just gonna center it up and down and to the side. And here I will add some more of that pretty lace. So here we go. So I have the other half that I cut out, so I'm gonna just do the same thing here. For some reason this one is longer. How did that happen? Okay, so I'm just going to trim. Okay, and just embellishing is always, you know, fun, but it's a little bit more time consuming because you know, you go back and forth. At least I do. I do go back and forth a little bit, and it takes me, you know, I go through my stash and see what I want to use, and then I have to put it all away. Oh, yeah. The construction of the album, at least to me, it comes a lot easier. Okay, so I have the back now, and oh, okay. So now for my spine. Okay, I guess I didn't quite think about my spine yet. So I do like to add my spine before I do any lace on the side or embellishments on the pocket, because this way you can just stand your album like that. So I'm going to maybe do that and help it stand up. Oh, it's not quite standing up. Sorry, I have my dog here trying to unplug my phone, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so now let me look for them. I have this lace also that is wide enough for my spine, but let me see. I don't know if it's too much lace. Oh, you know what? I think I can do my lace on the spine and the flower here. What do you guys think? I think that's cute. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to cut my lace. Okay, let me use these ones here. So are you guys feeling the Christmas spirit yet? I think my house officially became Christmas after we put our Christmas decorations, our Christmas tree. So now it definitely feels like Christmas. Okay, so just going to add that pretty lace here. And I like how you can, you know, the red makes the lace stand out. Okay, so then I don't know if I should go for the gigantic flower or the smaller flower. Okay, decisions, right? Okay, I'm going to go for the big one. The big flower looks cute. Okay, so, oops, my glue. Alright, so flower here, I'm gonna let that dry, and yeah, I mean, oh, this will look cute too. Well, too many flowers. Okay, so now I can finally add my little bow. So, okay, and our cover is done. So now let's go back to our pages and add some final embellishments. Okay, so now we're ready to do the embellishments for the inside of the album, and I cut a couple more pieces of this rosette trim to do on the front and back of my gussets here on the covers. So I'm just gonna add some glue and add one here. Okay, and then I will add the other one here on the back. And you know, and it's also it also helps if your page bubbled up a little bit on this area, which it usually happens. then this is a great way to hide that, and then no one will know, and it just looks pretty. Okay, so let's go back here. I think for the main the opening page here, I want to add a little, let's see here, this little paper doily. So when you add a paper doily, like on the front I put a lot of glue because it was gonna be covered, but when you know you're gonna use it kind of as an embellishment, I like to just tap little tiny drops of glue, so that way your paper doily won't wrinkle, and because it's so thin that sometimes the glue would make it wrinkle. So there you go. Okay, so just stabs of glue a little bit, and then I'm going to add the flower that I didn't use on the cover. I'm going to use it here, the smaller flower. So, and yeah, simple and pretty. There's a room for a picture there. And then I like to leave these ones open, that way whoever gets this album can do like a collage or can add a big picture in there. So this one is pretty much done. I'm not gonna do anything to this page. So over here on the pocket, so usually I will put a piece of lace, but I also like when I use my paper punch because it already looks pretty. So I'm just going to embellish that with some pearls and scissors. And these pearls that I have are double, like you get two lanes. So I'm just gonna split them apart, so I only use one single row. Okay, so let me take it away and just place it here. And I think it looks fine just the way it is. You don't really need to add the pearls, but since I haven't, I might as well try to use them. Okay, and then again for the pocket, I'm going to add just a flower, and I have these flowers here, and these ones were from Recollections. So I like these vintage looking flowers, so I'm gonna use this one over here. And then on this, for this pocket, I'm going to use my scraps and just add some photo mats. I have quite a few pages left over, so that's what I will be using these to make tags to put in my pockets. And then also I have this tag here, which I don't want to use for this pocket because we have the exact same thing here. So I like to switch things up a little bit. So on this one, I'm not too sure of what to add. I have different kinds of embellishments. So I have some scraps. I try to use my scraps up first. So this one's too white, so I don't like that one. So I'm going to skip this page for right now and think about it a little more. But I do want to use the other row of pearls here, just to line up the edge of this flap. Okay, so yeah, so very simple, and I love this layout because you can just put a picture on the center. So you can also embellish some more using the paper doilies. I think the paper doily will look really cute on this page that says "Let It Snow." So I'm just going to add it. It kind of looks like a snowflake. So I will put that right there. And let's see, this one is, that one looks fine. I don't know, so I might add a little bit of this cute what are these called, bling stickers. I don't know, it's just the pretty design pearls. So these are cute. So then let's move on to here. So on this cute little opening, I would like to add, I'm not gonna do another flower. I already put the leaf in there, so I think I'm going to add this cute little nutcracker from the paper. Yeah, I think that's cute. So yeah, so we are almost approaching the end of this tutorial. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I always forget to do the inserts for the pockets here. So let me, okay, so on this one I'm just going to keep it simple and add this gigantic flower on the corner. Okay, so this will open up like that and like that, and up here, okay, I don't know yet, but let's do the inserts here. So your page measures 6 1/4 by 6 1/4, so we are going to cut 4 pieces of 6 by 6. So I have my 4 pieces cut at 6 by 6, as you can see. And also, see, it's good you do this first, and then the leftover that you get after you cut your 6 by 6, we can use this to do our inserts for our pocket. So what I'm gonna do is just grab one of the leftover scraps from that and fold it in half. Let's see. So you create a little card that's like you know, to put 2 pictures in here, and I will cover and embellish the front, just the front page. I won't do all of them. And then these are gonna be little booklets for your pocket. So I will do 2 for that pocket. See, just like that. And then I don't know if I have any other pocket actually, but also what you could do is you do the same thing, you fold it in half, and you can add it to one of your layouts like so. So now you will have room for, instead of room for 1, then you have room for 3 pictures. And what you could do is you could also just glue the bottom and the sides, and then you have a pocket. So like that. You know, it's just all about playing around with what you have, using your imagination, using your scraps. So then I have these other scrap pieces that you will have after you cut your 6 by 6, and this can be used as the tags for the inside. So I will trim this a little bit and maybe round the corners. Let me just trim it here off camera. I'm gonna take let's see, 3/4 of an inch from it, and see, perfect, that will be your tag, and it creates a good place to add some journaling. So yeah, so use your scraps, just be creative with it. So that will go right there, and I will go ahead and cover this page as well. But okay, so then let's go back to the inserts. So your 6x6 page, after you insert that, you're gonna have a little bit of room here that will stick out, just this much. So you can keep it like that, or you can use a border punch and create a beautiful you know, it makes a beautiful border on your page when you use your border punch for your inserts. You could also use lace. I have been adding some lace in my pockets instead of doing the paper punch also. So yeah, so you have different options on what to do. See how I don't know if you can see that. So it looks like a pretty edge on your page, and is the insert. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had so much fun creating this with you. I'm going to do a separate video on a final walkthrough of the album, and also announcing who will be taking this mini album home. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.